Hello, anyone and everyone. I am Echo, and today we're exploring Tomb Raider. Once again, in the last episode, Roth died, and Laura sat around moping about it. Unfortunately, for too long, got separated from her group once again because, of course, every time people separate in this game, good stuff happens. So that was a great idea. Time and place to
Lara,
moan about.
I'm sorry.
Or
I got you into this mess. I made a promise to your father. The last time I saw him, I swore I would look after you, keep you out of trouble. And what did I do? I put you right in the thick of it. Now you're the one looking after me. You know, you're just like your father. He was smarter, wiser, and stronger than anyone I knew. And he never gave up, no matter how tough things got. I worry about you. But I know if there's anyone who can survive this place, it's Lara Croft. Whatever happens, I want you to know that I loved you like the daughter I never had. I'm proud of you.
oh, newsflash there, Roth. Turns out you do have a daughter. Might want to ask Reyes about that next time you come back to life. Anyway, yeah, mourn was the word I meant to say, not moan. And I forgot that those things play automatically as soon as you examine them. I thought it would ask us to press play before it would start doing the little audio diary speaky thingy. And oh, hey, look, here's a campsite. Cool, got us a skill point.
Girl. That's what Roth would have said. I just can't believe he's gone. No more stories about my parents. No more mountain climbs. God, I wish they'd killed me instead. But they didn't. I'm here. I'm alive, and I'm certain that no boat or plane is going to get us off this island. At least not yet. I know the answer has something to do with Himiko and that monastery. I have to do something. I have to stop this.
Yeah, like I said, sitting there and mourning his death, right then and there is not the smartest thing to be doing. Anyway, reduce and recoil. Sure, let's do that. Ergonomic grip. Silencer. Shots are quieted at the cost of slightly reduced damage. Press 2 to cycle silenced shots. Yeah, let's do that. And, easier to, decrease reload time. Sure, let's do that. Alright, now we're almost all out of scrap. Because we just spent it all on a gun we never use. But it is starting to look a lot more like the, pistols from the earlier Tomb Raider games, which I've never actually played, but I've seen enough screenshots of them to know what they look like, generally. And that also reminds me, I forgot to check out if, this... Yeah, we have to actually switch between regular and flame rounds. But if they use the same ammo, I guess there's no point in not using flame rounds. I just wish I kind of knew what their, what the exact statistics behind them were. Like, do they do less damage on impact, but more damage total over time after, letting the fire, last on the enemy after they light on fire? Does it maybe remove armor faster or something like that? I wish I knew, but the game doesn't tell us, because the game puts in minor, very minor RPG elements without actually explaining the mechanics behind those RPG elements, or RPG mechanics, I suppose I should say, because it's an action game. It's an action game with minor RPG elements, and there's way too many action games that do that these days, like first-person, third-person shooters, melee action games and stuff like that. There's way too many of them that come out these days that, for the sake of replay value and, stuff like that, giving the player red cap roundup. Oh, jeez, great, another challenge where we have to collect crap. But yeah, in the effort of giving the game more content and giving the player more stuff to do so that they get better bang for their buck, they put in RPG elements, very minor ones, where they where you can do unlocks for things and upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. And yet, they don't always feel like actually explaining all the exact mechanical and mathematical differences between all those upgrades. like having different types of ammo that clearly deal different damage. Like in this one, it says it did say in the upgrade screen that the silenced shots would deal less damage, but doesn't say how much less damage. It doesn't even tell us how much damage the weapons do. Like, anyway, there's a little artifact thing here. We'll get that real quick.
This Chinese dagger is extremely old. Dad had a similar one in his collection, dating from 854 BC.
Yep. Cool. Also, one thing, I noticed this in the cutscene, but I couldn't be sure because they didn't show a very good angle of it. But as you can see here, this is a Japanese flag on the side of this helicopter. Yet the guy, the pilot, was clearly a Caucasian man speaking with a perfect American accent. So, did he come from America or did he come from Japan? Which is it? Did they hire an American pilot and give him a helicopter from Japan to go rescue these people? The island they're on is off the coast of Japan. They've talked about that before, near the beginning of the game. So it makes sense that, like, the Japanese, whatever the Japanese version of the National Guard is, or the search and rescue team, whatever they have over there, it makes sense that the Japanese people would be the ones to answer distress calls within their oceans and try and go save people. So that explains the Japanese helicopter, but then why does it have an American pilot? Or if they thought, oh, well, the distress call is in English, and they seem to have an American accent, so let's call some Americans to come save them. Let's not spend our money to save Americans, which would never happen in real life, but even in a theoretical situation, if that's what happened, then why would they waste the time to have an American come over to Japan and pick up a Japanese helicopter to send him over to save us? So, why? They couldn't have just literally given the guy a slightly darker, more like olivey skin tone and had a person with a Japanese accent be his voice actor. Then it would have made perfect sense. Or at the very least, make some sense and change the flag here to an American flag. Because this right here, American pilot, Japanese helicopter, that makes no sense whatsoever. At least as far as I can tell with my, amount of thought that I'm able to put into it, or willing to put into it, I should say. That makes no sense. American pilot with an American helicopter would have made a little bit of sense, but not much. Japanese pilot, Japanese helicopter would have made perfect sense. Whatever. I know, nitpicking. Just gonna keep going on. Why is it telling us to use our survival instincts? We don't need to use our survival instincts. And why is she walking sideways?
Quietly, Lara. Oh, shit.
Yep.
No, it's too damn dark. They could be anywhere.
You sure they're here? Maybe I can just climb a tree and wake this up. Great fucking wolves.
Hey, if you're hiding, come out. Show yourselves! Better to give up now before the dogs find you.
I'd rather take my chance with the wolves, to be honest. I mean, you're just gonna kill me on sight. The wolves might not be hungry, and if they're not hungry, then they'll just ignore me, actually. The wolves would, in real life at least, the wolves would not care that much. But anyway, there's one. Might as well grab the ammo. Bit of a waste, we only spent one bullet, but might as well grab it. You could probably sneak up behind him. There you go. Take him out silently from behind. Where's the others? Oh, that's right, we can... Or can we? I don't remember. I don't remember if it highlights enemies when we use the stupid survival instinct.
Wait a time. Stay focused. Just keep moving.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So that'll tell us where they are when we get close enough. Oh, one over there. Let's take him out first. He's by himself.
Just stay calm, brother. Keep it together.
Yep. You just
You can
keep
do
telling
this.
yourself that, buddy. You could do this. It's fine. If you believe in yourself, if you try your absolute hardest, you can hunt down unarmed people in the woods with your flashlight and gun and a group of like 12 dozen friends.
Waste of time. Stay focused. Just keep moving.
Yeah. Okay, there's those two, but whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I saw a third one over here. I guess not. Alright, I'm gonna have to take him out with the bow. There you go. And then those two, uh-oh. Is he coming down here or not? That one right there with the flashlight. He doesn't seem to be. No, he's going the other direction. Which means... You know what? Actually, we could sneak past that guy, get up here, take him out from behind. Whoops. If he doesn't turn around.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't want to.
Uh-oh.
Seriously, brother.
Uh-oh.
What did you see?
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. There's no place to hide. I extended too far. Okay, there's those two up here and him. I think he's by himself. Nope, he's not.
Anything? No, nothing. Gotta keep looking.
There you go. Take him out. He's... Oh, crap, he's turning around. He's gonna see us. Okay, he didn't. We did it. We're amazing. We're the best. Let's grab this. Get behind him. Take him out without firing a shot. There you go. Yeah, F as the melee button's working way better. I don't know what I was thinking. And another guy over there. You know what? Him. That would be too much work to get behind him. We'd have to trudge through the nasty, smelly water. These guys actually don't have very good vision range at all. It's almost laughable. He says as he laughs. So it actually is quite literally laughable. Anybody else? No, just those two up there then. Alright. Don't know why she stopped crouching. We're not out of the woods yet, Lara. Alright, we're not going to be able to get behind these guys.
What the?
Oops. Oh, are you kidding me? How'd you see me? Jerk. Can we actually... I wonder, can we run away? Will they just, like, magically know where I am at all times now that they've seen me? Yep, seems like it. Even though just a second ago they had no idea it was there, but as soon as they caught the tiniest glimpse of me... This is stupid. Well, come on, guys, get closer. There you go. That's stupid. They should... It's so freaking dark out. She doesn't have any lights attached to her, not like them. They're freaking carrying flashlights around with them everywhere they go. There's no reason why... I mean... I know the reason. The reason's because it's not an actual stealth game. Again, like I mentioned with the stupid RPG elements, you know, it's become popular these days to make an action game with minor stealth elements where, you know, they put in just enough that if you try really hard, you can... Is that where it came from? I think it is. Yeah, you know, if they put in just enough stealth elements that if you try really hard, you can walk around without getting seen and kill people with silent kills so they won't get alerted, but they don't actually put in enough mechanics to make it a full-fledged stealth game. Case in point, once the enemies see you, despite the fact that a second ago they couldn't see you if you were standing right in front of them from 3 feet away, but slightly off to the side, so you weren't in the cone of their, the cone of their frickin' flashlight. But once even just one of them sees you, suddenly all of them know your exact position at all times. Even if you run away, like they barely see your arm from behind some cover, and then you instantly run away, completely break line of sight with them. But for some reason, it just doesn't work. They just magically know where you are at all times, because the game's not an actual stealth game. I really wish, I just wish people would stop bullshitting, you know? If that's the right word for it, I guess. Just make your action games action games. If you're gonna make a stupid action game, just make a stupid action game. There's no reason to... there's no actual legitimate reason. I'm sure there's plenty of imagined, bullcrap marketing reasons. But there's no actual legitimate reason why you have to put RPG elements and stealth mechanics into every single action game you make. Really, I mean, God. Look at games like Metal Gear Rising. Or Super Hot. Just came out very recently. Those are action games that are just straight up action games. They don't have, weird mixtures of other genres put into them for the sake of trying to attract a wider audience. Oh, there's another mushroom there. I didn't even see it. I just was looking to see if that was a path we could go down. But yeah, like Super Hot, some people have said it's kind of like a puzzle game. And that is true. It does have certain puzzle-like aspects to it. But those puzzle aspects are completely original mechanics that the game has, because that's the game they wanted to design. They made a first-person shooter where time only moves when you are taking action, and then they put in a whole bunch of other mechanics, like being able to throw away your guns to hit enemies and stuff like that. Oh crap, we missed it. We jumped too early. They put in a bunch of other mechanics, like being able to throw your guns, and they have a melee attack and stuff like that. And so the game requires you to think tactically, because whenever you're not moving, nobody else is moving, and so then you have to think carefully about what you do in between every time you take action. But it's still an action game. It's not like they decided, oh, let's just do random bullcrap stealth stuff in here for no reason that won't work well. The mechanics have to... That's the main point. That's the main point I'm trying to get to. If you're going to make a video game, you can put any mechanics in it you want, but the mechanics have to actually work together. If you put in a half-hearted stealth system, and you make it so that the player either cannot play through the entire game just using stealth, and or the stealth is so bare bones that using it is either pointless, or maybe the only stealth sections that exist are ones where the player is forced to use stealth for some arbitrary reason, then it's just bad. Just don't do it. Just stick to the mechanics that your game is strong with, and just make a good game. Just make a good game, Square Enix. Can you do that for once? Or any developer. Not just talking about Square Enix here, but, I mean, jeez. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting. I think I've made my point. Let's read this other stupid diary journal thing.
Storm Guard warriors. Today, we stand on the brink of a great change. The enemy fleet that sails our shores will be the last to ever attempt an invasion of our beloved Yamatai. The rage of our great Sun Queen will raise up a mighty storm, and we will ride forth upon the winds to destroy them. But when we emerge victorious, we will not stop. A new day will dawn as our Queen's light will reach across the ocean to touch all lands. While we of Yamatai bask in the warmth of her grace, those who oppose us will burn.
Record of the general speech given on the eve of a great battle. If the Yamatai were conquerors, what stopped them? Yeah. That's from that old school Yamatai general. Wish there was more of him in the game. More of him and the other people who actually lived during that time when Yamatai was, you know, a flourishing little kingdom. Instead, we get Nikolai and Dmitri and other stupid random Russian goons with their little diaries talking about how Father Matthias saved them. Can we get less of that and more of the interesting stuff? That'd be appreciated. Thanks, game. Anyway, unfortunately, that's all the time I have for now. Yeah, next time when we come back, we'll be going on to, I guess, just meet up with our group that Laura insisted on separating from again for some stupid reason, because she wanted to mourn Roth. Whatever. Anyway, hope you all enjoy this episode, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.